Hi Engineering Janta, I am Vaibhav Shukla, and today we'll go ahead and we'll solve a DSA based PYQ that has appeared in TCS a lot of times, and not just in TCS, in many service based companies. It's pretty much a tricky question if seen at first time, but if you know it well, if you have practiced well, if you have done well in stacks, you can easily go ahead and clear it out. So before I go ahead, follow me on this particular Instagram handle, which is @Shuklaji Speaks, so that you never miss out on anything from my end. Fine. Now I'll go ahead and let's get into the details of this question. So design a stack that supports push, normal operation, pop, top, and retrieving the minimum element in a constant time. This is the main problem. Fine. You have to retrieve the minimum element in a constant time, and this is so far called as min stack problem. It is a very famous problem. But min stack problem is one of those problems which have appeared in TCS in different forms in multiple times. Fine. So you have to implement the min stack class. Min stack constructor has to be implemented. One push operation is there, pop is there, top operation is there. This is all basic stack operations where push pushes the element into stack, pop removes the element from the stack, top gets the top element of the stack, but get min retrieves the minimum element of the stack. And this minimum element of the stack should be done in constant time. Okay, so this should be done in constant time. Now you must implement a solution with order of 1 time complexity for each function. Fine. And there are functions to be made for push, pop, as I told you. Fine. So we'll go ahead, we'll look into the solutions as well. But before I go into the solutions, always I tend to explain you the basic logical approach behind the question. So if you correctly know, I have explained this enough times, so I am again explaining it in the similar manner. Look, this is a stack. Fine. If this is a stack, and if you're trying and putting elements inside it, for example, this is 10, then it is 12, then it is 5, then it is 7, then it is 19. In this case, to find 5, I have to go ahead and traverse the whole stack. But what if I develop another stack? This is my initial stack. What if I develop another stack in which I keep on checking which is the minimum element, and accordingly I keep on pushing inside that stack. For example, I pushed 10, again I pushed 10, then I check 12. Now 12 is lesser than 10, I don't push it, because here I am storing the minimum element, so I'll name it min stack. Now I'll go ahead again, I'll check for 5, then I push 5, 5 is lesser than 10, so I'll push 5 here. Now I'll go ahead, check for 7, 7 is greater than 5, fine, 7 is actually greater than 5, so I'll not push 7 here. Then I go for 19, when I push 19 here, I check 5 is still smaller, 19 is not smaller than 5, so 5 is still there. Now in any constant time, if you check, and if you come here and if you find the top for min stack, you would always get the minimum element in a constant time. The reason is, finding the top of this particular stack is a constant time operation, order of 1. The operation is done in order of 1 time, right? Because I just need the top element, and this particular stack is automatically being tracked. This whole stack is actually tracking itself in a manner that whatever minimum element comes, it stores on the top of it. Fine. So I can use the 2 stacks, and this is called a 2-stack approach. This is one of the best approaches possible for this particular question. So let's see and let's check it out how actually we solve it. Fine. So if I talk about the class min stack, what I do is I declare 2 stacks, which is stack and min stack, as I did right now. Then I introduce the constructor of min stack. I go ahead and use the basic stack operations. This code is in C++. A lot of students were asking, sir, Please do some questions in C++, so that's why I have brought this code in C++. You can try the Python and Java codes, the logic remains same, nothing changes. Fine. So if I want to push something into the stack, I give it the integer value. For example, I want to push 10. Fine. This is my, I would draw two stacks here. So this is one stack, fine, which is called stack, and I'll draw another stack which would be min stack. Okay. Now for pushing, if I use push 10, fine, so what would happen? Stack dot push value. So basically in this stack the value would be pushed, right? Then what we are checking is value is equal to, what actually we are checking here is we are checking the minimum out of the two. So what I do is I use this val, which is this 10. This 10 is basically value, the same integer. I am checking it with min stack. If it is empty, fine. If it is empty, then what you have to do is you have to push it over the min stack top, fine. So all you need to do is, if it is empty, push it over the min stack top, otherwise compare it with the min stack top. Basically what I am saying is, if you have value, you have min stack dot empty, this much portion is one condition, fine. If this much portion is available, all you need to do is do nothing, find out the minimum between these two, fine. If it is not empty, then check the min stack top and compare it with the value. That's it. Either you compare it with the empty stack. If it is empty, you use this much condition. If the min stack is not empty, then you use min stack top. Right now min stack is empty, fine. If min stack is empty, what I'll do is I'll check what was the minimum. So out of them, minimum would definitely be this value only, because min stack is empty. So we push the value into the min stack. So in min stack I push 10. Okay. Now I say let's push another particular number here, fine. So I'll say I'll push numbers like, for example, let's push 5, fine. Now when I push 5 here, what happens is, first of all 5 gets pushed here, fine. 5 gets pushed here. Once 5 is pushed there, then it would be checking that what is minimum out of the value and the min stack top. So value is here 5, min stack top is 10. What is minimum? 5 is minimum. So value would be assigned 5. Now here 5 is actually being pushed in min stack. Okay. So I push 5 in this particular stack. Now similarly I want to push 19. If I want to push 19, what would I do? I'll push 19 here, and then I'll check what is minimum out of this min stack top and this value. So value is 19, min stack top is 5 would be minimum. Again 5 would be pushed, fine. So 5 would be again pushed, because that is the minimum out of 5 and 19. Now if I go further, you have pop. Similarly, nothing but popping out the basic elements from stack.pop. Very basic operation, no rocket science in this, fine. And similarly, same thing can be done from min stack. Top returns the top of it, and get min, which we were talking about, the constant time operation. This would return a constant top of min stack. So basically, I would get min stack.top. Now if I call get min, fine. If I call this would basically return min stack.top, fine. This would return min stack.top. If it is returning me min stack's top, what is the top? Top is 5. I can immediately say 5 is the minimum element, fine. So this is the basic DSA based question which is often asked. It is very easy, but the constant time sometimes perturbs the students, sometimes it makes things difficult for students. So it's my job to make things easy for you. So it's that. And moving on, Now if you want to practice more such questions, you can find them on prepinstaprime.com. Fine, and you can use coupon code WebHubMax there. All you need to do is you hop on to Prepinsta Prime. Fine. So you hop on to Prepinsta Prime, and here in whatever language you want to study DSA, you can study. If you're preparing specifically for TCS, you can go ahead and check the TCS course. If I show you this course, here everything in detail you can cover, fine, from quantitative aptitude to DSA to competitive coding to coding. And if you see in DSA, the topics start from the very basic, fine. First of all, you learn languages, fine. Then you go ahead in coding, you actually do the basic coding and intermediate coding. You have a lot of problems based on DSA, so you can solve all those things. And to enroll into this, you simply have to follow this subscription, fine. You enroll into any subscription available here, and if you want some discount here, you can use WebHubMax, fine. You can use the coupon code WebHubMax here. That would provide you the maximum possible discount, and this would make your TCS preparation journey smoother, fine. So that's pretty much about it. And I must say that you go ahead, follow all these social media handles of Prepinsta so that you never miss anything that is important for your career, for your hiring updates. Everything is available here. Go ahead, follow this out. Now, whatever you found out in this video, go ahead, spread it with your peers, your juniors, your seniors, and keep doing good for others without any expectation. Good will come back to you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.